Returning to a place from your past can be nostalgic, but what if that place never wanted you to leave? Some homes hold more than just memories. They hold on to entities with sinister intentions. Tonight, we explored a house so haunted its former resident had to come back with an investigator to face the darkness she left behind. But before we dive into the first encounter, don't forget to subscribe. Many of you watching aren't subscribed yet, and your support is what keeps us bringing you more of this disturbing content. Meet the creator behind the YouTube channel, Uncharted Alberta, an explorer who ventures into the forgotten and abandoned locations of the Canadian province, documenting the eerie stillness and leftover secrets. From decaying farmhouses to deserted industrial sites, his investigations shed light on places left to crumble. But in this exploration, he wouldn't be alone. He was joined by a woman who once called this unsettling location home, and she had terrifying stories to share about why she had to flee. As they stood outside the house, his companion wasted no time explaining the nature of the haunting, mentioning a little girl, a cat, and a terrifying shadowy man.
Well, I know it's a little girl. There's definitely a little girl and a cat and a man, or a shadowy dark man thing.
Her chilling account began with a story about the garage, where she once found a disturbing photo of a child left in the middle of the floor. After moving it, she returned later to find it placed back in the exact same spot, face up, as if deliberately waiting for her.
But yeah, that garage is where I found the photo of like the naked kid in our bathroom with like red rash splotches over his back. And then the photo like was right in the middle of the garage floor.
No way.
And then I picked up the photo and then I put it off to the side. There was like a table in there. And we went about like packing some more stuff and doing more things. And then I came back to the garage and that photo was sitting face up. This time right in the middle of the garage floor. So I brought the photo back into the house.
The house seemed to have a mind of its own, once locking her out by securing a door that didn't even have a working lock, preventing her from re-entering her own home.
That back door didn't lock. So I wanted to go back into the house because there was a picture that I wanted to grab out of there. And when I went to open the door, it was locked.
What the hell?
So we couldn't get back in the house, even though like the back door didn't lock.
Weird.
Stepping inside, the explorer was immediately hit by the oppressive atmosphere. His companion confirmed his feelings, stating there was a distinct darkness to the house they could both feel.
There's like a darkness to the house.
There is.
That swing set is fucking creepy too.
Oh, that was actually built for the girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a vibe here.
As they moved through the rooms, a sudden, unnatural cold enveloped them, a classic sign that they were not alone. The energy was so palpable that they both acknowledged the house was undeniably haunted, a feeling that only grew stronger the deeper they ventured into the home. She then guided him to a room where she'd had one of her most frightening experiences. She recounted a time when the temperature suddenly plummeted, and the music she was listening to on repeat began to glitch and distort, turning a familiar song into a garbled, menacing sound.
It got really cold. I was listening to the same song on repeat for about an hour, and then the temperature in the room like dropped, like you could actually tell. And then the music that I was listening to started like sketching out, like, you know, like getting scratchy.
Really?
But I had been listening to the same song on repeat for like an hour.
That is really
Or
weird.
for at least an hour. So that.
This story served as a chilling prelude to what she called the scary room, the basement. As the explorer approached the basement door, which was curiously blocked by furniture, he could already feel a shift in the energy. Upon opening the door, a wave of cold, heavy energy rushed out, hitting him in the face. The feeling was immediate and suffocating, a clear warning that whatever resided below was not welcoming.
No way. That is like no bueno. That was definitely a no bueno moment.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Nope.
you feel the shift in the energy?
As soon as I opened the door, I was like hit in the face by.
His companion confirmed this was the epicenter of the house's activity, the place where they used to spend most of their time, unknowingly sharing it with a dark presence. She shared another story of being forcefully poked in the back while trying to sleep on the couch, only to find the house completely empty.
Are you here?
Fred's pole.
Yeah.
And I was like sleeping on my front on the couch.
Yeah.
And then I just felt something poke my back like really firmly.
Oh,
so
that's
I
right.
sat up and I thought, like, hey, my roommates are here or whatever. And yeah, no, I was entirely by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Perhaps the most sinister detail she shared was about the nature of the haunting itself. The nasty, malevolent energy in the house would only manifest when there were no men present, specifically targeting the women who lived there, a pattern confirmed by every female resident. As their exploration concluded, she pointed out a dark, decrepit barn on the property, another building steeped in the same haunted energy, leaving the explorer with a final, unsettling image. They left the property with the heavy feeling of the haunting still clinging to them. The entities in that house, the little girl, the cat, and the shadowy man, remain, waiting in the darkness. The investigation confirmed what the woman already knew. She had been right to leave. For the explorer of uncharted Alberta, it was another haunting location documented, but for his companion, it was a terrifying confirmation that the ghosts of her past are still very much present. Exploring an abandoned house can feel like stepping into a forgotten story, but what happens when you realize that story is still being written by someone, or something, still living there? Tonight, we're looking at a deeply unsettling urban exploration that took a disturbing turn. This footage will make you question what really lurks in the shadows of derelict buildings. Meet the urban explorers behind the YouTube channel 2JD Productions. They venture into forgotten places, documenting the decay and mystery left behind. With their cameras rolling, they invite their audience along for the thrill of discovery. But on this particular day, they would discover something so vile it would send them running for their lives, proving that some places are abandoned for a very good reason. The video begins as they arrive at the location, a decrepit and isolated house. The explorers set the scene, mentioning the possibility of paranormal activity, which immediately puts them on edge.
Alright, so per normal, we would probably run into the building, but we just hit up Chipotle, so no running into there now. Whew. We're gonna take a nice walk to the abandoned building. Alright, we're coming up to this place. Nothing really in here, but we had to stop because we just ran from there to here. It's about 20 yards and we are tired.
As they make their final approach, the building looms before them, hiding the unsettling secrets they are about to uncover. After scouting the perimeter, they find that the only way into the imposing structure is through a dark, uninviting basement.
The only way in the house is through the basement. So I look in there. Yeah. There's somebody in there. Whoa. Oh, it smells in here. If you want. It's pretty cool. I don't see any cameras. I think they're full of shit. Whoa. Cobwebs. Yeah, that's weird. There's like a fireplace in every room.
These stairs are pretty sturdy.
Oh, might as well. There's like one of the front doors.
The moment they descend, they're hit with a foul odor that permeates the air. Pushing past the smell, they begin to explore the decaying rooms, where they notice a strange architectural choice. Nearly every room contains its own fireplace, a peculiar detail in the crumbling home. As they move deeper into the house, they find personal traces of former occupants, including the names Catherine and Paul written on a wall. The atmosphere grows heavier when they stumble upon a lone, mysterious chest sitting in a room, making them speculate about what sinister contents could be locked inside. Their exploration takes a sickening turn. Throughout the house, they begin to find piles of what appears to be human waste, a disgusting and alarming sign of an unwanted inhabitant.
Human shit. There's so much shit. Like, not like legit. There's so much shit. I mean, crap. There's legit so much poop in here. Alright, let's bounce.
Yes.
I think we got everything.
There's steps.
Little girls room, I'm guessing. Or a really girly boy. Bathroom. Alright, let's get out of here.
God, more.
We gotta get out through the basement.
The eerie feeling of being watched intensifies into the terrifying realization that they are not alone. They understand that whoever or whatever is living here could be nearby, and they decide they have to get out immediately. Panic sets in as they rush back toward their only exit, the basement. They carefully navigate the decrepit, unstable stairs, which they note are barely attached to the wall, threatening to collapse with every step.
This is our way out. I don't know if I showed this to you guys. Oh my god, I'm left up here. There could be a guy in there. Alright, so I'll just show you guys how sketchy this is. No connection to the wall whatsoever. These steps are basically hanging and they're sloped down. I'm filming my feet so you can see, just in case my feet fall through. Make sure to wash your clothes when we get out of here.
Yeah.
We're heading out right now. Oh!
The urgency is palpable as they finally escape back into the open air, leaving the disgusting secret of the house behind them. They escaped with nothing more than a horrifying memory, but the question lingers. Who was living in that house? Was it a desperate squatter or someone with more sinister intentions? The sheer amount of filth suggests a long-term inhabitant who was content living in squalor. While ghosts and spirits are frightening, the threat of a real, unpredictable person hiding in the dark is far more dangerous. Fortunately, the team from 2JD Productions trusted their instincts and left before they could find out who they were sharing the house with. Venturing into the forgotten corners of the world is a gamble, a trespass into places left to decay. But what happens when you discover you're not the only one walking those silent, decaying halls? Tonight, we follow an urban explorer who learned that sometimes the greatest danger isn't the crumbling structures, but who or what might be hiding inside. Meet the creator behind the YouTube channel Sandoval, an explorer who navigates the haunting beauty of abandoned locations. With a camera in hand, they document the stories left behind in dusty factories and forgotten buildings, always adhering to a strict code of conduct. They believe in observing without disturbing, a principle that defines their high-stakes hobby. But on one particular day, this explorer would discover that even with the best intentions, you can never predict what you'll find when you cross the threshold into a place that time has left behind. The mission began with the explorer laying out their personal rules for this dangerous passion, emphasizing that they never force their way in, choosing instead to find existing entry points. Once inside the massive, abandoned factory, a strategic decision was made. To avoid an early detection that could end the exploration before it even began, they decided to skip the first floor, judging it to be too risky and heading for the upper levels instead.
Okay, so I skipped the first floor because it's too risky to start exploration from the first floor because I don't really want to fail at the beginning of my exploration in case if there is a alarm or security.
As they moved through the derelict corridors, the explorer began to get a feel for the building, paying close attention to every sound and detail in the environment.
Dates on the calendar. The factory was closed 3 years ago. Restroom for workers. Okay, what's next?
Sifting through scattered documents, they stumbled upon an old calendar, a relic that offered a crucial clue. The factory had ceased operations just 3 years prior. The discovery added a layer of eerie recent history to the decaying space, a reminder of the lives that once filled these now silent rooms. The exploration continued, with the explorer venturing deeper into the building's dark, narrow passages where their vision was severely limited. Then, in a fleeting moment, something went wrong, an unlucky turn of events that instantly shifted the atmosphere from one of cautious curiosity to one of immediate dread. The tone of the exploration changed in an instant. Suddenly, a silent command echoed in the explorer's mind. Run. There was no room for discussion, no one to call out to for an answer, only the desperate, overwhelming need to escape.
Let's go up.
Run? No escape. Talk? No answer.
The game had changed. What started as a mission to document the past had devolved into a fight for survival. The realization hit hard. A single mistake had led to them being trapped inside the vast labyrinthine structure, with the only goal now being to find a way out. After a tense and frantic search for an exit, a wave of relief washed over the explorer as they finally found a path to freedom, escaping back into the outside world. While the explorer from Sanibel made it out safely, the chilling encounter leaves us with unanswered questions. What was that unlucky moment that turned their exploration into a desperate escape? Was it a security guard, a territorial squatter, or something far more unnerving? We may never know. One thing is certain. It was a brutal reminder that when you explore the places the world has forgotten, you risk finding out you are not alone. Meet an urban explorer who, along with his friend Raymond, focuses on documenting the past life hidden within forgotten buildings. They capture the haunting beauty of decay, steering clear of paranormal claims. But one exploration with another friend, Yoon, would challenge everything Moreno thought he knew. Without his usual camera, he captured the events on his phone, documenting an experience that would leave him shaken and questioning the nature of the places he so often explores.
Yeah, it is. Oh, there's a weird spiral staircase. What? It goes to the top floor, bro. No, it's got windows and Oh, I was an old pump there.
While exploring the upper floor of a decaying house, Moreno and Yoon were stopped in their tracks by a sudden, terrifying sound. It was like the scream of a young girl, seemingly coming from the basement or the garden outside. The unexplainable and chilling noise sent a wave of pure fear through them, causing them to run from the building like two scary little children. As a skeptic, Moreno tried to rationalize the sound as wind or an animal, but he knew it was something else entirely, something he still cannot explain to this day. This chilling event serves as a prelude to an even more intense investigation conducted by another explorer, Dave, and his team. They entered a different abandoned house, a place with a dark atmosphere and a reputation for strange occurrences. As they stepped inside, they were immediately met with a sense of dread, but they had no idea just how active this location would prove to be. The night was about to take a turn none of them were prepared for.
There's a rubber gloves filled with, probably with feces.
What the heck, they're candles this one? Yeah, they're candles.
The candles? Okay, have you got your phone on loud? Yeah, just get flex rings.
Don't spin that. That's bright, that's all.
Oh god, I don't like this room. Do you remember whereabouts he said he was when it happened?
Lights, come on then. Dad.
He was on the top floor, wasn't he? Yeah, it seemed like he was in this area. What?
No, I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. Look at that. You guys saw, we're all together. No flipping way. Dude, explain this right now. Why is that like that?
No, where's Dave?
Dave's in the garage still.
Dave?
He hasn't even come up yet? Bro.
I'm shouting you.
Yeah, we heard that.
Oh, do you? No, I was outside near the door. You can ask thingy. I was changing the battery now. Yeah.
That's what we heard.
Yeah, we heard it. Now, get this. In that room over there, we walked in there. None of us have been in there. We've been together. The light was just swinging. Just... let's see if it's still swinging. Maybe it's swinging harder. Oh, God. We might have actually found Belgium's most haunted house. Yeah, it's still swinging.
Not as much as it was, though.
No, it's like it got hit while we were all in this room. That's what I'm saying.
The thing is, we all went through that bathroom door, went round, and by the time we got back here, Dave hadn't been up. So, say for example, if one of us did nudge that, right, and by the time we walked around through there and come back, but the way it was swinging,
I didn't even go in this room.
I know that's the thing. No one did.
After exploring the debris-filled downstairs, the team made their way to the upper level where the night's first truly inexplicable event occurred. As they stood together in a room, they noticed a light fixture hanging from the ceiling was swinging back and forth on its own. They were all accounted for, far from the object, making it impossible for any of them to have touched it. The movement wasn't a gentle sway from a breeze. It was a deliberate, forceful motion that left them completely stunned.
It's getting colder in here.
What? You okay?
Shivers.
Just a cold shivers.
Look, it's stopping now.
Can you push it harder? Let me just close up on it. Can you push that even harder? It's changing direction.
Spinning now.
It's going left and right now.
What does that mean?
Can you answer questions with that? Like a pendulum? Can you swing it towards us if you are a spirit here with us?
That noise again that we heard before, I think.
What noise are you talking about?
That noise we heard before is like, that noise.
You heard that again? Sorry for that.
Why you were talking about
right?
Yeah, it's freaking me out in here.
That's outside.
Can't be there's nothing around us.
That's what I mean. It sounds like it's at the side of the house. Like on the side of the wall. On that wall. Right, just be quiet here now.
Listen, just have a listen.
Dave.
Just have a listen.
Stand still.
It's louder out there.
I might even go out with me.
That's just you something.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Stand still. Listen here again. Stand still, Dave.
You just heard.
Can't hear the noise anymore now.
Okay. Holy crap.
The activity only escalated from there. Treating the swinging fixture as a form of communication, they began asking it questions, watching in disbelief as it seemed to respond. Their attempts to make contact were interrupted by more strange sounds echoing through the house, originating from a direction where nothing and no one could be seen. The initial excitement of the discovery quickly turned to unease as the realization sank in. They were not welcome here. The group's fear reached a breaking point as they performed one last sweep of the ground floor. The atmosphere was thick with tension, every shadow and creak amplifying their paranoia. A door was heard shutting in the distance, confirming they were not alone. As they huddled together in one of the final rooms, an unseen presence made itself known in a way that shattered their composure, sending the entire team into a panicked frenzy as they fled the property for the safety of the outdoors. Though they escaped the house, the chilling events of the night followed them. Outside, they struggled to comprehend what they had just experienced, a swinging light that moved on command, strange noises from empty corners, and a disembodied woman's voice that multiple members had heard clearly. They had entered as explorers, but they left as survivors of a terrifying and genuine paranormal encounter, a stark reminder that when you step into the darkness, you never know what might be waiting to greet you. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and let us know your thoughts about these encounters in the comments below.